If you like the content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
This for my niggas. My niggas? No.
Real shit, only fuck with them niggas I'm still with, I still with. If I'm in a fix, they bout some trill shit. For my rounds, I appeal shit. Devise plans to get a meal ticket. With that attitude like we'll get it, still busy. Still with it, looking over haters like they lil midgets. Noisy hopping around the night, camouflage like lil crickets. I got a problem with me having just a lil digits. From the city where niggas lie and kill and steal for riches. And I done been around and even met some trill bitches. Broads harder than these niggas real snitches. I never tell on the soul, that's cold, a real sickness. Love run deep, I won't speak with God as my witness. I never mix with fake niggas because it's bad for business. And when I eat off my plate, I eat off clean dishes. That's why I'm testing my faith, about to get on my mission. It's real over here, daddy, so won't you take a listen. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, you heard me?
Big ups to the fam. Shouts out to the team. Welcome to the Rounds Podcast. If it's your first time rocking with us, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you've been rocking with us, then y'all know what it is. 4 rounds, mainstream news, pop culture, a little bit of family business. I'm your host, Benjamin S. As always, got Cuzzo Ren, a.k.a. Rizzle, hatchback of the ENT. Shouts out to that boy K, man. What's good, fellas?
What's on, baby?
Shit, happy Wednesday.
Right back at you, baby. Shouts out to Damien. She always rocking with us early. And had checked in on us Monday. Apologize for the absence, y'all. But we back like we left something. What's good, though, man?
Hey, up there. Hey, we made it over the 100. Miss all down from there.
No, it's all up, baby. It's all up. I ain't trying to get past no days, boy. I'm counting my days, blessings, boy. I mean, I don't say the work week make it, feel like that, like you just won't get that shit done so you can rest for a little bit. But fuck, man, time ain't guaranteed, bro. So relish that time.
How they say that? What that was? That was class act. Time waits for no man. Something like that.
Time waits for no man, Mr. Green.
Me shit. Hey, bro.
Blade Brown, huh? And Duncan Penderhughes.
Say that's the one they need to redo. I don't know if y'all saw the remake for House Party, the trailer.
That shit look cool. Leave the classic on.
Nah,
wait, I couldn't hear you.
I think they could make both of them, man. That'd be dope. I mean, it's not gonna be that movie.
Man, Black could redo Class Act, though. That's one I really like. The hell yeah, man. That's one for the books. I actually think this bitch gonna be straight though.
Yeah, I mean,
I did that trailer for the House Party.
Even if they just keep
like
it
was
the concept, cool.
That make me feel like they running out of ideas, man. You don't need to make some shit that been made. Make some shit I ain't seen before.
What to say, Hat?
I mean, shit.
Nothing new under the sun, cuz you know how I go.
Yeah, I mean, same soup warmed a different way, you dig? But fuck, it's like that fucking Love Jones, man. They need to do a fucking sequel to that bitch, like today, like right now.
That'll be another one I'd be kind of interested in seeing. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the Alchemist. Shouts out to Brendan. Shouts out to Curl. Shouts out to Chantel.
Cause
Appreciate
I'm
y'all for
saying
rocking with us. Make sure y'all hit that like button. You did.
I'm saying that'll be a good way to get Nia back, like she'll be in a new, you know what I'm saying, for something straight instead of some bullshit you did. I'm trying to bounce her back, but it'll pop right now because our name ringing, and she really don't have to be no main character. She just got to be in them fucking movie.
Yeah, she could
Somehow.
be a nigga mama. I don't want to see no
Right.
50-year-old lady Love Jones in, you heard me?
Nah, listen, it's called Love Jones, but it's really, you know what I'm saying, the story surrounding them. She ain't got to be Jonesy, but fuck, she can maybe, share some lessons, you dig, about how, you know what I'm saying, her as
Wisdom.
a young woman, you know what I'm saying, doing thing, like the lesson she learned as an old woman, but then, you dig, you looking at the bitch got cheated on and shit like that, so it might not be the lesson.
I really feel like when
I
they
got
be
some
remaking
agreement.
that shit, it ain't for us. You know what I'm saying? It's for the generation,
Right.
for a new generation, for them to kind of get a taste of what we had with a modern twist on it.
Nah, listen, check it out though. Stop acting like we did, man. We still a market. We still do shit. They let them
No,
kids
I
do
ain't acting
music,
like
man.
we
Fuck
dead,
that
nigga.
shit.
I'm acting like we old. You know what I'm saying?
But you acting like we not gonna spend no money. Like we don't spend money. We spend money. Fuck the young people. They gonna do their own thing. I'm not providing shit for no fucking young kids other than my kid. I don't give a fuck about, like, I'm not catering to the bullshit that they want to do. Like, I'm keeping it classic. I'm keeping it me. You know what I'm saying? We ain't there. I mean, fuck. I'm with, look, my audience is motherfuckers my age. I ain't trying to dug it for no nigga. I ain't trying to grit it for
Yeah,
no little young
but the
motherfucker.
people
Damn.
in the new house party,
I
they not
teeny
your
weeny the
age.
fuck out that bitch though, you
It's
hear
a
me?
bunch of young motherfuckers having
Yeah.
a house party.
Oh, right.
The
That's
niggas
why
your
I'm
age
saying.
is the parents in the movie.
But no, nigga, we have house parties too. It's just a different thing. We talking about different shit. We ain't
Just a
getting
different
drunk
type.
and
We got the
fucking.
dominoes
You see what I'm
popping,
saying?
you know what I'm saying?
Right. You did.
Yeah.
We having good conversation. We fucking eating some shit. We talking some business. We, you know what I'm saying? We making fucking moves. Like,
Yeah, that ain't what's gonna be happening in this house party though.
okay, well, we need to make a house party like what the fuck I'm talking about then.
Jacob
Because
Lattimore on that bitch
what's
though. I'm looking forward to that.
what's happening is, you know what I'm saying, the media is telling our children what to fucking do and how to think and how to act. You see what I'm saying? And they just following suit. So I'm saying is, I want to fucking do something, you know what I'm saying, for my generation, as far as what we
Boy, that
putting out,
nigga
as
be
far as
hating.
who we are. What else?
Now I'm looking at this comment right
Oh,
here,
what
you
the
feel me?
motherfucker
And
say?
I'm right along with you, dog. Like a grown and
Going on
sexy
in the
house
house.
party might kind of be nice. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking right,
Like
nigga. I mean,
if it's
look,
done
cause you
right,
still
and
gonna
then
have,
you can hit on
cause you
them good
still gonna have
classics,
this.
niggas.
But yeah, the music. But look, good. You still gonna have the scandals. Cause look, shit happens. You feel me?
Oh
It
yeah,
might
somebody
be
messing with
some
somebody that ain't supposed to at the party.
right, because they've been doing it for years. You did, you know what I'm saying?
Already, dog. Already.
We could do some flashbacks and some more shit, man. Good. Come on, man. You know how it's done.
Hey, bro.
Fuck these youngsters. They gonna have their time. Fuck them.
Yeah, I'm still trying to have mine. I ain't mad at you.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if y'all with me, dog. You know what I'm saying? But top 4, y'all seen it in the chat box?
No, what we got?
Oh yeah.
I like
I
to
ain't
be
like it.
surprised anyway.
What does it
I
have?
ain't like it.
I
I ain't like it.
understand, dog. Look, we gonna blame the Clips department. You heard me?
Ren, you ain't gonna like it either, Ren.
What you mean?
Top 4 Kanye songs, man. You know that ball. You know what I'm saying?
It's
He
Ye,
was popping.
baby.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
See what I'm
it's Ye.
saying?
It's
I'm being
it's
disrespectful to
Ali,
the
not
man and shit.
Cassius.
My bad. Top 4 Ye songs, bro. You feel me?
I'm first then, huh?
Right.
Hey man, you know I ain't doing no tripping. You hear me?
Hey, my boy.
I fuck with Ye music, you hear me? We'll get off into the other shit after this, but I'm gonna say that Power song. I like that. No one man should have all that power.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I like that New Slaves. That Gold Digger.
Into my world. Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
I ain't saying she a gold digger, but
Yeah, she ain't fucking with no broke.
and a champion. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right. Okay. Fuck, you took my damn gold digger, but I'm gonna go with that. And I heard him say off the college drop, off the college
Mm-hmm.
dropout, the one 5 on. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Say nothing ever promised tomorrow today in the shy like pennies the hard away. Yeah, that was
Mm-hmm.
the one with the Celebrity Overnight with Twister and girl, you know
Overnight
with
celebrity.
Jamie Foxx.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it's the Marvin Gaye, the Luther Vandross, the
Okay.
Yeah, that's
you know
slow jam.
that's another one they did. Yeah, another one they did. You did, and the last one is the fucking the one he did at the fucking Grammys on the stage with the 50 motherfuckers on stage with the fucking black thing, jackets on with the fucking flares and shit. What's the goddamn song? All Day.
Okay.
You
That
ever heard
nigga
that?
killer performer too.
You
I
ever heard
like
that
to
All
see
Day?
that boy in concert.
How I
Yeah.
go?
It's just all day nigga. And he's saying some shit, and then fucking you got the little French guy on there fucking doing shit. To the moment I deserve. Hey, that bitch go hard, son. That
Okay.
bitch go super
For
hard.
me, we gonna rock with the Big Brother first. Kind of old to Jay-Z.
Yeah,
You
his
know what
old
I'm
the
saying?
jigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
Shouts
one.
out
I
to my
like
big
that one.
brother. We gonna put the Hey Mama on there.
I like it.
La da
I
da
like
da
it.
da da. Na, na, na,
Right.
na, na.
Right.
Devil in the Blue Dress with Rick Ross. That's one of my favorites,
I like it.
dog.
I like it.
It
I
was
like
off
it.
the
I
Twisted
like it.
Dog Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And last we gonna go All Falls Down off that College Dropout, I believe.
Come on,
With
man.
Selena
Come on,
Johnson
man.
on that there.
I'm mad.
Say,
I
bro,
ain't
we
think of
could have
that. That's one of my
look.
favorite joints
Say,
from
bro,
it.
we could have did a top 10 and still got
Yeah,
a whole bunch.
yeah,
The fucking
Buku
cause the
on
good
the
life,
plate.
the good life. Welcome to the good life.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
With
man.
T-Pain.
That Jesus
Yes,
walks. You
indeed.
know what I'm saying? That was
That
a bold
Jesus
song.
walks. Yeah,
Yeah, cause
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We got Kanye.
Shouts
Listen,
out to Ye, bro.
Ye is that guy, bro. Like when it
People
comes
be
to
mad when I say he a musical genius, and
he is
they like to
absolute.
use his opinions to dispute that claim. But
Listen,
nigga catalog speak for itself.
say,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
And listen, he ain't never missed yet, bro. He ain't never missed yet because even some of the shit that's kind of like eclectic and like kind of fall out as an artist, I know, bitch, you got to push the boundaries. You know what I'm saying? But your vision, boy, I see it. Like it's wide open. You know what I'm saying? I like what he is musically. You don't have no like you can't box him in and say he's the
I was
king
just
of
about to say he
trap.
definitely not in the box, dog. He,
You
he a
know what I'm saying?
musician making all kind of shit. True, look, had a true artist. You know what I'm saying? And on that
Absolutely.
note, we definitely gonna be touching on him. Probably 2 rounds today. We gonna start off with some other bullshit, but like Cuz say, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. If y'all on Facebook, y'all can share that too. You know what I'm saying? It's the Rounds Podcast, and this round 1.
You did.
This is why I'm against arming educators, because not every educator is even fit to even be in a classroom. With the lack of educators and the need for more teachers, this should just be hiring anybody. So to give everybody a gun, hey, who's to say that a teacher won't shoot up the school? So this is my biggest fear, and I hate it for these kids and their staff to have to even deal with this.
All right, fellas. Always hear about the different incidents at school. Everybody trying to come up with different remedies on how to solve the problem. One of those was arming teachers and or I guess training them to handle certain situations. In this situation here, we see that they had a teacher who actually had a kill list for students. I know we all could think back to situations and teachers who, we necessarily didn't trust and or we knew really had a hard on for certain students. How do y'all think this incident affects, I guess, that whole train of thought and just thoughts in general?
Well,
Um,
not too long ago, we had a video of a student getting into it with a teacher and had the cops involved, and the arrest, all of that shit. These are still people. These are still immature people. I don't really have nothing against people in the I guess education system, right? But they all brainwashed to the point that they supporting shit that a normal adult knows is I mean, the joke kind of played out, right? But they
Right.
still there. They still, wearing that banner. Teachers should be paid more for what? What? Handing out a lesson plan from the fucking the businesses who gave it to the guy district. I mean, y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all ain't doing shit. So, I mean, that's another whole thing. But I'm saying it's not like they are hiring the best and the brightest. Bitches are fucking, fucking kids. There's all kind of shit going on in the fucking school. It's just like the fucking prison. So to hand them guns, right? No, it's gonna be a lot of our, young men and women getting shot and killed.
Cause of
It's gonna be it's gonna be other teachers. It's gonna be parents
I'm,
getting
I'm
shot and killed.
I'm
Bad move.
definitely against that idea. You know what I'm saying? I kind of disagree with Hatch on the compensation that teachers receive. I feel like they definitely underpaid. Probably in most cases overworked because they got to be teachers, social workers, and in some cases fucking pseudo parents. You know what I'm saying? So to give them weapons and give them that level of power over the kids, you know what I'm saying? I can see it now. I fear for my life. You know what I'm saying? He's 60. He came at me with the crayons. I didn't know what this nigga was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a horrible idea. Hopefully it never come to fruition. If they want to have someone armed in the schools, I think it should be a trained person who's there just for that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm with you, bro.
I say they're not underpaid because ideally, what you think a teacher is, or what traditionally people believe a teacher is, it would kind of make you think they're underpaid for what, like you say, they have to deal with. Number one, it's just a fucking job. Number two, when you see the results of what's happening in these schools and how things are, come on, bitch, you over fucking paid because
Well, you get
just
what you pay for. You know what I'm saying?
well,
Like
what I'm saying is you're babysitting. Like it's like this whole school shit is like this shit need to be torn down and started over. Like we still in the fucking 1920s when it comes to this bullshit, and all this time, like we haven't learned any fucking thing.
Well,
Now, honestly, bro, I don't know how much they get paid, but I would like to thank those who are supposed to impart wisdom on our children and all of this shit. I don't know if they should necessarily be paid, millions, but I think they should be compensated well. Now, are they actually doing that job? We could question that, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately
at
to see why they should be compensated, but in an ideal situation, I would hope so.
The quality of teachers is
bro.
normally reflects the neighborhood they teaching in. If you go to some of the better neighborhoods, they have top-notch teachers. You go to some of the worst neighborhoods, they have teachers that were rejected from the better school districts. You know what I'm saying? So and I think a lot of shit, like, they only broadcast the teachers that's having sex with the students. I don't think that's the norm. I think that's outliers. You know what I'm saying? And I would ask y'all.
I live in Cypress.
What that mean?
Cypress, Texas, brother. There's at least two. Look it up. There is at least two in the Cypher district every year for the past 12 to 13 years. At least two.
But how many teachers are there in that school district? Because I would say that two
It
is probably
doesn't
less than
matter. Listen,
5%.
it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, if this is if it was in 12 years, I said two every year. This is something supposed to happen.
All right, let me read this. Go ahead, cuz, and I want to read this comment.
No, I just was gonna say that even if it's two a year, that's not the norm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's outliers. I'm sure they got thousands of teachers in that school district. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna paint all teachers or educators as fucking molesters.
No, I'm not saying they're molesters. I'm saying the type of people that you're consistently. It's not the best and the brightest. One, number two, the standardized test. See the STAR test, the ACT, and this and all STAR tests and the whatever test they have.
The LEAP and shit. I got you.
All of that shit is corporate sponsored. All of that shit is catered to the companies in that community who's given a curriculum, and the teachers are just to disseminate that information. They are not teaching. They're not changing nothing. They're not doing anything but what they're fucking told.
All right, check these two comments out.
So I'm not shitting on teachers. What I'm saying is they don't even have a fucking the ability to teach. Like they're not getting in like we think our teachers used to do. They're being hand down shit and held into the cage.
The alchemists say pure craziness. They already handle our kids, so you think the teacher has the fortitude to be impartial, willing the power of life and death? BS. Hell no, they don't need guns.
I agree.
Damien says the teachers don't need guns in the school system these days. The students will take the weapons away from them, which, yeah, that's true. And it does not solve the issue. When they are mad or scared of someone, they will probably shoot them. And I agree with that one too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel let the teachers.
What Big Cleve had to say?
I ain't seen no comment from Big Cleve on that one.
I feel like let the teachers teach. They always had a curriculum to adhere to. So I mean, I think if we're against the curriculum that they gotta go by, then we should school our kids ourselves. But if you gon' send them to schools, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no motherfucker who mad because they can't pay their bills. And to say everybody underpaid, that is true. But that would mean to me, like, if you want to attract the best and the brightest, you probably need to up the pay.
So what that tell you? They're not trying to attract the best and the brightest. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not the people, it's the shit that they going up against, bro.
Hey man, let me see. Oh wait, we got one more.
What you got, cuz?
I was trying to pull up Big Chief comment. Juju, the school system is doing what it's made to do. When we schooled our children, we did better. How many of your grandparents were business owners and pillars of the communities?
Facts, big facts.
So now I feel you, Juju. Homeschooling definitely is an option, bro, and to go to kind of what y'all was saying as far as the curriculum. If you're not feeling the curriculum and shit, and and ultimately you think it's doing a disservice to your child, you might want teach them in this case better.
I think it's bad apples in every profession. Teaching ain't no different. You know what I'm saying? I think that those bad apples are just more impactful because you shaping the outlook of the youth. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't think it's no different than no other profession.
Had you got anything else before we move?
Nah, I just want to reiterate that I'm not against or I have a bad feeling towards teachers. I'm talking the system in which they participate in.
Nah, I feel
So
you.
just want to be clear about that. Just want to be clear about that.
Nah, I dig it, bro. We good. Round 2, y'all.
And by the way, Nick Cannon, the GOAT, pro-life. Let's go. So
Nick Cannon's dope, man.
But
So-
why say anti-Semitic shit if you know that you love?
I don't
let me
feel
get-
you're saying anti-Semitic shit. That's the thing. I think you're owning that.
Okay, now
but
I'm-
you're not saying anti-Semitic.
I'm gonna say, let's
things.
take the word Semitic, right, and say we're Jew. Semitic. I'm gonna name you some anti-Semitic shit right now, right? Because we're Jew. Let me put it like this. Remember I talked about the chakras? Remember I talked about Rick Rubin? I talked about the 808?
The chakras is real.
Now, I'm gonna say some anti-Semitic shit. I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. 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 That's the real anti-Semitic shit that the Jewish people get paid off of. Now let me little Apple move. Let me on Apple right now. How many people want to bet their house that content is not within the first 3 songs on Apple Rap Music?
Nobody.
So they're gonna have to take my life before they take my people. We ain't taking it no more, bro. They get paid off that shit. Ain't no, when the last time you seen a Jew person kill a Jew person on World Star?
But and again, devil's advocate. Is they?
You know what?
Is it
Devil's
they?
advocate,
Is they just?
you're advocating for the devil.
Okay, but is they just Jewish? It could be all business people.
Man, let me tell you what it is. It's like
That's the thing that starts to get weird.
all old white people is racist. Cross board. Trump, whoever you want to, boom. They all racist, right? Everybody's racist, right? Because world's racist, white supremacists. I love Superman. I love Tom Brady.
All right.
I seen Mahomes.
So why
I seen
even-
Mahomes throw that game. I see him throw that game, and it's so funny. It's weird because I'm you know, it's like some bipolarity, right? Because I see Mahomes. And I can see it in his face. I seen a couple passes he threw. I knew the conversation. The conversation is like, you got a long career ahead of you. We need our boy to get 7 rings. And I love Tom Brady too, so I'm torn. You know what I'm saying? You're not always one thing.
When you were AB, you were AB.
Yeah, I'm with Abby. I'm talking about when Tom Brady won that Super Bowl over Mahomes, right? So I seen him throw a pass, and it looked like Christian Laettner running up the court slow to me, because I seen it. I know, and I knew what the conversation was. The conversation, you got a long career ahead of you. We need this one. You ain't gonna be coming out doing all this. You ain't gonna be moonwalking today, Mahomes. We'll give you your opportunity to moonwalk. It's just not today. And if you go out here and pull a Bruce Willis on Pulp Fiction, you pull a Ye, you won't make it. And they showed him a picture of his grandmother. And they showed him pictures. You know what I'm saying? Do this sound like about right? Does this sound about right?
All right, fellas. Well, shit, cuz I'm figuring Had gonna be back. Probably had to pop out. You know the boy, you been talking about a lot of stuff, man. Everybody kind of writing him off as crazy. We could argue that till we blue in the face. But I think once we kind of get past some of just the inflammatory comments and we really get down to what he's speaking on, it seems to me that he's speaking a lot about programming, agendas, stereotypes, and who actually controls and moreover who benefits from all those things I was just listing. You know what I'm saying? So what you been thinking about what you been putting down, bro?
So it's a lot because I mean, first and foremost, I'm gonna say I didn't agree with the George Floyd comments. I didn't like that, you know what I'm saying? But the very beginning of the video that you just played, where he was talking about the real anti-Semitic shit, is the shit that is promoted through media, through radio and shit like that. It's kind of like reiterating some of the shit we be saying. I ain't never necessarily put it in those terms, but
Mhm.
If rappers was making records about killing dogs, I mean the animals, the four-legged pet, like they talk about killing niggas, they'll pull that shit off the shelf. It would get
Real.
no play. You know what I'm saying? Like dogs, Jews, the alphabet community, they all are protected by, you can't say certain shit about them. But you could talk about killing a nigga. You could talk about all this type of shit. Even like when the last show we had, when we had the Charleston White video, and he was talking about doing T.I.'s son like Trayvon, that wasn't deemed hate speech. That was acceptable. That video didn't get pulled down. But when he talked about the Jewish controlled media, you know what I'm saying? That's to me, I feel that's what got him banned, or what got the video pulled down. They played the clip of the George Floyd shit to play on our emotions to make them censoring him acceptable. You know what I'm saying? But out of a whole 3 hour video, a whole 3 hour interview, they only play like a 15-second clip and get a mass reaction from it. You see what I'm saying? I think a
Right.
lot of what he say is on point. I agree with a lot of what he say, and I definitely wouldn't write him off as crazy. You know what I'm saying? You don't make that many good points and be crazy.
Real talk. And just for, fact, just to throw out there for head chime in. So he talk about the media a lot and who control it. So it come down to what they call the big six as far as the companies controlling the media. And these six companies control 90% of everything that we consume. As opposed to in 1983, it was like 50 companies that was controlling the 90% of what it is the 6% control not. And I could look up the numbers, but it's hundreds of billions that they collectively make. And so he definitely speaking the power. I do appreciate the fact that he just putting it all out there and he don't necessarily have to backtrack. And I like the way that he ruffled the feathers, but he be slick at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And I say, as opposed to Nick Cannon, when Nick Cannon had Professor Griff on, and they was giving you basically the same hot low to a certain degree. They blatantly said that those people are not the people. And I think Kanye be a little slicker when he says we are also those people. So it don't necessarily exclude, but it definitely put us front and center in the shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got to see the whole clip or not, but we just talking about
Yeah,
the
I did.
whole kind. All right. What's your thoughts on this part of it as far as him trying to label it anti-Semitic and just what he putting down as far as the culture and what they doing as far as the agenda?
Okay. So the whole anti-Semitic shit, right? That right there is a farce. Right? That don't even make any sense.
Well said.
Just say instead of saying anti-Semitic, just say you're anti-European who picked up religion. Because what Kanye talking about and what we all know, we're talking Judaism is a religion. It's not a race of people. Anybody can be Catholic, anybody can be Presbyterian, anybody can be Jewish. So I don't know why we're not seeing what this really is about. For as much as these people claim to have gone through and been persecuted, they sure doing a lot of persecuting. even if it's just your character. Why should a grown man apologize for saying what was on his heart? Why should a grown man apologizing for passing on information? Why should a grown man apologize for having a disagreement or saying he doesn't like a certain person. I mean, people get, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can kill somebody and talk better about you than if you had some ideas, and when you telling people that, hey, you being used, you're the talent, you're the you're the soul, you're the heart of every industry that's in this that we have going here, but you're not making it. Somebody's making money off of you,
Well, say,
and
dog,
that's the part
we all
that they don't like.
know that, like, nobody want the covers pulled off him, right? Like, nobody don't really want to be exposed, and we know to a certain degree he exposing things that some of us may know, be on, but it's not necessarily. It's not the status quo. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of living under the blinders, even though some of the shit they already know. Like, let's keep it real. We all speak to the fact that Jewish people dominate currency or control industry, and we all see how motherfuckers get banned and have to apologize. So we all speak to it, but it's normal. It is what it is type thing. You know what I'm saying? And when he blatantly point out, yeah, it is what it is, but that's because that's how they make it. It kind of make you deal with it as opposed to just, yeah, that's just how it is type shit. You know what I'm saying? He kind of put it in your face to make you
What
really talk about it as opposed to just kind of talking about it in passing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they try to put these labels on certain people to kind of disregard everything they say. Um, I'm looking at some of the comments. You might want to put them up. Like Juice said at the beginning of the George Floyd rant, he said they hit him with the fentanyl before. Even with that being said, I just felt like by making that statement, it kind of allowed people to push everything else you said under the rug. You know what I'm saying? I wish he would have just kind of kept
And
it
we definitely
to.
gonna hit on that too, cause I got that one. You know what I'm saying? But so I just want you to know we definitely gonna hit on the George Floyd aspect of it.
Yeah, I think that was like a that gave him an easy out. Like it didn't force him to deal with the other shit he was saying. Um, and some the alchemist said, like, she said a lot of things he say, he go on these incoherent rants, and he do, like, I'm listening, like I'm fucking with you, I'm listening to what you say, but his thoughts are kind of scattered. But I feel like you're trying to get so much out at one time, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
to where certain shit you don't really communicate that point clearly. Like, and Drink Champs, I mean, I watch it a lot, but Nori got a bad habit of, like, interrupting a flow of thought. You see what I'm saying? So shit don't really come across the way it was trying to come across or whatever. But I just really feel like if he would have got on there for 3 hours and said his new album gonna be about fucking bitches and killing niggas and drink this and snort that, nobody would bat an eye at it. If he was saying stuff that was destructive to the black community, nobody would bat an eye at it. But when the one thing they know is he's an influential individual, whether you agree with him or not. Like, he's proved that by the way he's able to move his music and transition to fashion and move in that arena as well. So it's okay for you to think outside the box, but when you try to, like, kick the box over and expose these thoughts to other people, I mean, I really do feel like his life could possibly be in danger, because some of the shit he's saying is very real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you blatantly just when you call a spade, like he's saying, he speak about the music industry, how, and we talk about it on the show all the time. You know what I'm saying? The programming, the picture paint, how everybody making money off it, hand over fist, the insurance policies they got on these young boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, it's kind of rigged against you. And even though you're getting a little money, you still ultimately got to play the game under these specific parameters, and if not, ultimately you're gonna lose everything that you acquired. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, you know what I'm saying. So him just blatantly calling it, you know, what it is, and then saying at the same time, I'm at the point where I could just say it and don't, you know, it is what it is, whatever come with it, I'm willing to take it. I could respect him for that. You feel me? And I respect the fact that you just understand what's going on to a certain degree. Like when Nori had to come back and backtrack everything, you know what I'm saying? I saw his response to the Nori situation. No hard feelings to Nori, that's still my brother. But you understand, Nori bound under the same constraints that you're speaking about. Let me see. No, I'm with you on that. I'm definitely concerned for his safety too, because people are crazy out here. But hopefully, you know, hopefully be straight. You feel me? Cuz, you got anything else on this one before we move?
No, I was kind of reading through some of the comments. We could keep it moving, like, but well, I guess I do got something else to say. Like when you mentioned Nori coming out and kind of backtracking his statements. First of all, I really felt like that was phony. I wanted to ask y'all what y'all thought about Nori doing that, because how you gonna apologize for what another man say? You know what I'm saying? And I understand what he's saying. It was said on my platform, and then the effort to try to protect my platform, I must say I was drunk. I didn't really hear what he was saying, and I tried to this and that. I would rather you say, look, man, he can't. I opened my platform up to him. I don't necessarily agree with what he was saying, but I gave him a floor to express himself, and that's just what came out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that simple. How you gonna apologize for what this man said?
Like you said, cuz it's kind of tricky, because ultimately, like you say, he, you know, it's his platform or whatever. So, you know, he got to take the stripe. We done talked about shit on here. You know what I'm saying? How we got to, you know, kind of skirt the lines on certain things. But at the end of the day, dog, he playing under them rules. He doing ultimately what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? And as far as do I respect it, I got to respect it. I wish it wouldn't have happened, but I'm not mad at Nick Cannon for having to walk his shit back. Ultimately, I knew it was gonna happen, and that's kind of my thing. Like, we all know the shit, but we just talk about it in jest. He just really standing on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we could. That was all I had on that one. We could keep it moving, baby. You could play some of the comments too when we come back.
I bet that. Let's do this.
Good credit is important. Why? Let's say you get a $250,000 mortgage with a 30-year fixed rate. With good credit, you'll be paying 2.75% interest, with $117,000 total interest. But with bad credit, you'll be paying about a 4.35% interest rate with a $198,000 total interest. So a person with bad credit will have to pay an $81,000 difference. And that's for the same house. Let us help you make a better decision today.
Better than last time. I need it better than last time. I need it better than last. Better than last. Better than last. Better than last. I need it better than last time. I need it better than last time. I need it better than last. Better than last. Better than last. Better than last. I need it better than last.
Diaz inside the victim's office last month to clean. Her water bottle out in the open. What happened next is disturbing.
Pulls out his penis and proceeds to stick his penis into my water, probably, I would say maybe halfway in, and then tilt the bottle back and basically rinse his penis into my water.
The same thing caught on camera not once but 2 days in a row, says the victim, who does not want to be identified. With the police investigation still underway, she shared only this still image from video that ABC 13 watched.
I was very, very scared. And I immediately thought, what if he has a disease?
In late August, she noticed a foul smell in the employee water dispenser, like this one at the doctor's office where she works on the East Freeway. Then in late September, she thought her own water bottle had been tainted with urine. Sure enough, court records say a urinalysis confirmed it. But it was a spy camera she bought that left no questions, she says, and further testing brought devastating news to the married mother of two.
I learned that I acquired an STD, for which he has also come back as having tested positive for.
Did he violate you?
Of course. He did.
I thought that was the dumbest question ever. Did he violate you? What you think? You
Man,
know
I
what
was
I'm saying?
about to. I thought it was just me. That was a dumbass question. What the man?
Yeah, like who put that on the script? And we gonna close up with the last round with Kanye, bro, so we can get back to them comments. As far as this janitor situation, I forget which one of y'all sent it in, but I man, this shit just kind of threw me. Like, I'm damn this speech. Like you was beefing with the like you was beefing with the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did they do you to? You supposed to be cleaning up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
This ain't
what's
all,
really good,
this
man?
ain't all the janitors, bro. This ain't all the janitors, bro. This
This
is a
is
very,
this rogue,
you
huh?
know, yeah, a rogue janitor.
Yeah,
That's
because
hey, I can
all the
tell you a
janitors
story,
I
bro,
knew was
right
cool
quick.
and shit, hat. You know what I'm saying? Like old
Right.
cool niggas.
They look, yeah, they used to buy crack from us anyway.
Boy, no.
But look, they had a story in the hood, man, where they had an old man putting his dick, putting his self on top of the fucking frozen cups, bro. Like,
Oh, God.
and look, come to find out, somebody had contracted herpes, right? From that, because he was messing around with what you calling us, bro.
So ice do
Like people
carry
do
germs.
that. Ice carry germs like a motherfucker. I don't know why they
Simplex
tell you that
10.
lie.
But I mean,
I
I'm
don't
not
know,
gonna
bro.
lie, dog. To me, you gotta be a sick, demented, twisted, just downright nasty motherfucker to even think of doing some shit like that. Like how that thought entered your head. Like, I know what I'm gonna do at work
Right.
today. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's some sick crazy shit, dog. Like I don't.
But that's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying.
I'm wondering what the charge is gonna be, because is that a form of like sexual assault, even though you didn't touch her?
Yeah,
Like you gave this lady a fucking
absolutely.
STD.
Absolutely. You violated her in a sexual way, brother. That's assault.
Yeah,
That
like
lady can't get rid of that, and that's
you
fucked up.
ain't just steal our chips or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
fucked up.
that's some wild shit.
Right. You could have
That's
took
what I'm
out her
saying.
purse or
Like,
something.
right, like,
You know,
dog,
that could,
like you work with her, she pissed you off. Like, you know what I'm saying? You stole her soup or something. This dude, like, what the fuck? And then
Dog,
you didn't.
even that's
right.
crazy to me. Like I done worked at a job where they had a motherfucker just eating random people lunch out the fucking refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dog,
They
you
don't
that
pay him
fucking
enough, bro. They
hungry?
don't pay the man enough.
But
Yeah,
you
bro. They
that
don't pay the
hungry
man
though,
enough,
like,
bro.
you know what I'm saying? Because just think
Yes,
about that,
yes,
dog. You done
yes.
worked your little shift, you ready to go eat your fucking whatever you got for lunch, and that motherfucker gone. So the first
But
thing
say,
you like, I know
Hey,
I put my shit in
Ren,
here.
you got 2 pieces of chicken in there, Ren. I ain't had chicken in fucking months, Ren.
Well, when the last
I
time you
went in
had
there
your
to get
ass
my
whooped?
little
Because with
fucking.
one of these pieces of chicken missing, that's what you about to get.
Hey, bro.
wow.
Well, look, that's
But
just
what
an
the
ass whoop
fuck?
I'm gonna have to take, man.
What kind of
It's all right.
disease did he have, dog? This nigga, they say like the 5-gallon
Herpes, bro.
water gallon tank. He had the whole water
Yeah,
gallon tank whipping. Like, what the fuck
right.
is? Oh,
He getting that wet. He getting that wet.
I mean,
hey,
Dipping
I
dog.
really
himself in the
feel
top
like
of the.
it, like
Oh, that's
whatever
cool.
her husband was to do to him in retaliation, I feel like it would be justified. This woman got kids. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That shit just
Right.
it's a lot of people you
Mind you talking
affecting
about
with
Big
doing some
Walter.
shit like that.
I totally agree. I totally agree. If he decide to just bash his head in with a bat,
You
right?
talking about Big
I
Walter?
think they should just come in and skeet off the sidewalk, and that'll be it.
Yeah, but I
Like,
definitely
it
think
should
he
be
should get like
more than that.
fucking 100 years or some shit for that.
I know. Look, when I seen you
Yeah.
type it in the chat, it immediately popped in my head. Everybody look like they got a lunchroom bandit on that food. You heard me? Look,
Oh yeah. Look,
that shit crazy.
hey, I say, bro, I don't go for that shit. When I used to fucking make prank drinks and shit for my fucking siblings at the house. You come home and then motherfucker hit your fucking your plate overnight. Oh man, what the fuck is y'all? Okay, all right,
But
okay,
dog,
cool.
eating a motherfucker lunch, like to me, that's extreme. But putting your dick in
It is.
somebody's drink, like, come on, dog, like,
And their water bottle. Yeah, that's
nah, dog, like that's why I ain't gonna lie, like I drink water all day, every day at work, dog. My cup stay well, unless I go to the bathroom, my cup is in my line of vision. I ain't leaving shit in the refrigerator, none of that.
nah, it's good, dog. Last round, we gonna get the fuck on out of here, man. Keep y'all water. Look, matter of fact, if you got an office, you need to have your little refrigerator in that thing. If you gotta share that mud, then yeah, make sure that the seal not cracked. You heard me?
Bring you a dummy lunch, put some fucking dog food in that bitch or something, some rat poison.
White lives matter shirt. It kind of takes away from everything from black people. Because what it is like the same way you order
Confederate flag.
Confederate flag. And we're like, damn. And I know you. I love you. I fuck with you. You my brother. So I take this. And I'm a real nigga. And I'm a real nigga in the streets every day. But even me, I question, like, why would you try to, like, even when you said, George Floyd, like, and you said, I could prove that somebody wasn't on his neck. We don't even care about that, yeah.
Because we don't care.
But let me finish. We black people, we Black Panthers, we fucking the people that you gotta fuck with. We fucked with you when it was time for you to say that it's to fuck with you. We wanna continue to follow you. You are yay. But when the white lives matter, we know white lives matter. We know that. But Black Lives Matter when we are getting killed every fucking single day.
But since that happened, we haven't got killed less. We got killed more. We broke more shit up. You gotta understand, it's like what I'm doing is tight jeans.
I agree with everything you say. But we really getting killed out here, yeah? Yeah, listen. We're really getting killed out here. Our little brothers, God bless our children.
The T-shirt's not gonna change it, though.
You have children named Nori, Chicago. Imagine Nori in Chicago comes to you and says, yo, they call me a nigga. And then Nori says to you, well, why they call me a nigga? And they say, because they said black lives didn't matter.
No. White lives matter doesn't mean that black lives don't matter.
Yes. Right, that's the thing. That's the conversation. That's the conversation.
That's what we need you to say, yeah?
That's the conversation.
Yeah. All right. Now we talking. That's what we need to say. Because you know why? Let me tell you why. And I did see Candace always shit. And when she says Black Lives Matter organization,
separated from the organization.
But let's just be clear. That's like saying,
The Catholic Church don't love Jesus. Something. The Catholic Church did shit bad. Yeah, like niggas did something bad.
Wu-Tang. But let me tell you something. Wu-Tang.
It's for the children.
It's for the children. It's forever.
All right, fellas. Something else again we didn't kind of covered before. You know, the Black Lives Matter. Kind of separating the organization, I guess, from the slogan itself. But first off, man, did anybody see any other Candace Owens documentary about George Floyd? Because you was kind of, you know, saying how you felt about it. You could get a little bit more in depth now that we actually on that round. But you know, as far as the fentanyl and, you know what I'm saying, not really, you know, kneeling on his neck or whatever. Did anybody see any of that yet? Y'all just heard about it? And
No, I ain't see it, but I saw what happened. Like, so a documentary on that, like, I just feel like it's just kind of pouring salt in the wound. Like, we all saw what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't tell me that my eyes lied to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as the White Lives Matter shirt, I feel like you gotta know it's gonna cause backlash before you even, when you putting that together, you know what I'm saying? You got to know you're going to receive a lot of backlash for it. So to me, you should have a response prepared for that. Like, I did that for this specific purpose. You know what I'm saying? When he said it's obvious, I mean, I felt that because it is obvious. Like, when saying Black Lives Matter, you're begging for those lives to be recognized as they matter. Saying White Lives Matter is stating the obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, that's not even in question. Nobody never even had to, I mean, I'm not saying it don't happen, but if a white person is killed in the street by the police, they don't march and sing and pray and all that shit. Justice is automatic. It's forthcoming. You know what I'm saying? We the only ones that have to do that. But at the same time, we only do that like maybe twice a year. And niggas dying all year round, most of the times at the hands of other black people. And it's a soundtrack to listen to when you go and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he was saying the Apple Music shit, put the #1 album on Apple Music, they gotta kill a nigga song on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so again, if they had a Killer Whitey song on there, that shit would be pulled off the shelves immediately. So to me, it'd be coming across like false outrage. You know what I'm saying? Like only we could kill us. You know what I'm saying? Like I think one of the things he said was, like, when they have these school shootings and a bunch of kids of other races get killed, it's outrage. But when they have that same amount or more deaths in Chicago on a weekend, nobody really bat an eye. Oh, it was 55 this weekend. Oh, it was 67 this weekend. Like, those are outrageous numbers to me. You know what I'm saying? When he say the shit about the Planned Parenthood and how many people are having abortions and killing black babies on a regular basis, that's all that shit gets swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying? Like, so again, I wish certain shit he would elaborate on and explain more coherently, but I be feeling it. Not saying I feel no White Lives Matter shirt. What I wish he would have did, if he would have did that, like, I wish he would have, like, kind of X'd out the V or something and had that bitch saying white lies, you know what I'm saying, or some shit like that. Like, be a little more creative with it. But at the end of the day, I just feel like he's speaking a lot of truth, but it is not coming across clearly. You see what I'm saying?
Oh my God. See, this is the reason, the same like, whether you believe in Jesus, whether you believe in any of that, okay, but the story of this man was that he spoke in parables. He didn't speak straight. Like, when you can't get a message to everybody, like, he whatever he doing, he ain't just doing it. Like, he doing it the way he doing it for the reaction and for who's supposed to see and get what's going on is going to see. Who ain't supposed to, who ain't ready to do nothing, who ain't ready. Everybody can't go. Everybody ain't ready to go. You see people in high positions, you know, Diddy and Charlemagne, all these people, you know, they done bit the apple, and it tastes good to them. So it's like they gonna keep going with what's happening because they benefit. Now, even though he benefiting, he looking at the people, and the people ain't benefiting. At least he has the understanding and love for the people to say, hey, look, this is what's going on right under your fucking nose. We could do something about it. We could do something about it. But y'all can't spaz on me, spaz out on me every time I say something that you don't quite understand and let them call me fucking crazy. Like, shit just don't make no sense to people that don't want it to make sense to. He who has ears, let him hear, and whoever got sight, let him fucking see what's happening. Everybody else, y'all can keep talking. But this is making an impact. I guarantee you it is. On so many different levels. Because it's being exposed to the point to where exactly what he said was going to happen, exactly what happened.
I definitely like the fact that he bigging up free thought, you know what I'm saying, and alternative thought. I'm big on that. Hopefully it catch wind with more people, you know what I'm saying, and more people kind of, I know that's right, Marv say 2024. Shouts out to Marvel Sabian. Just more people kind of, get outside the box and or their comfort zone, and just the shit that they kind of been passed down, whether it's traditionally, just shit that they accept as being status quo, and don't be afraid to challenge it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And I think definitely that's what he's speaking to, and he talking about unifying, man, and really doing shit, you know what I'm saying? Like he was saying in the interview, I'm really jealous of the community because of how they get down, how they interact, how they made industry and control industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at him for that because ultimately that's the path and type of plans we should be making amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? So we can really progress. So I don't really think at the end of the day he necessarily saying things that's detrimental for me. You feel me? It might be kind of detrimental to the establishment, you know what I'm saying? But for a brother in my position, you kind of talking real shit that it's gonna take a long time to kind of come about. But ultimately, that's the direction we would want to be going in.
Yeah, I mean, to me, dog, like I said, something he said in the interview, he was kind of like, I don't want, I don't want to misquote Brother Ye, but he said something to the extent of, if you see one person uh, on the freeway with high shorts and running, you're gonna think he crazy. But if a bunch of people do it, it's a marathon. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like that's what it is. It's kind of like you not sticking to the script, like Puffy and all these other people. What they do, they get together, tell you to rock the vote, vote or die, and they push all the numbers to behind one agenda. You know what I'm saying? Vote Democrat. Like Puffy, we don't need you to tell us that. Nigga been doing that since before you was born. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they don't get together and say, let's have an agenda, let's hold them accountable to this, let's have an actual political movement. They say vote Democrat, vote or die. Like, they don't
Like he
give you
said.
nothing of substance, you know what I'm saying? So they come in and soften you up for the politician to come through and hug the babies, kiss the babies, give you some hot sauce in the bag swag, tell you if you ain't black, you don't vote for them, and we get nothing in return, and we repeat the cycle every 4 years. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody say, wait, hold up, let's not do that, let's do something alternative, you get crucified for it. They did it to Ye, they did it to Cube. You know what I'm saying? Any black man who bold enough to say, let's try something different, because doing the same thing and expecting a different result is insanity. So any nigga bold enough to say, let's not be insane, they try to make him the insane one.
Nah, real spell, bro. I agree with you.
I agree with something The Alchemist said. Like, she said that they shouldn't have let him drink on the show. I definitely wish he wouldn't have. I don't know how much he was drinking, but I definitely wish his thoughts would have been able to come through a little more clearly. But at the same time, this is a grown ass man. I'm not going.
But say, cuz that's what I'm about to say. I wasn't really too much tripping off the drinking and shit. Like, I don't think he was on there like messed up as I've seen some people. Like, he was enjoying himself. He was having fun with the situation. And to me, ultimately, like, I feel you got your point across. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he always go. I think some of his analogies and examples kind of throw people, but when he just speaking plain, it's not really hard to get.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, bro, for me, the one thing I wouldn't do is dismiss him as crazy. I think a lot of the shit he said, like, it's points that talking points that we done had on Straight Talk or in private conversations, and he's just on a platform with a bunch of followers and he has like tremendous influence. So when he says certain shit, it's far more impactful. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I said, we done had these conversations privately, like, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of the things he say align with a lot of the shit we say, but maybe he express it differently or verbalize it differently or whatever. But I look at it like this. Like they say, he the richest black man in America or something like that. I don't know if that's true. I ain't verified, but I've heard that several times. And he can't even speak like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't even speak freely. A lot of times we equate money with freedom or whatever, but
Right.
even he is censored. So to me, that should be eye opening in itself. Like, you saying something so inflammatory that they kicking you out the bank. When the last time you ever heard them tell a nigga we don't want your money?
Props. 100-something million too. Yeah, that's crazy, dog. That's crazy. Cause I'm with you on everything you were saying, dog. And ultimately, to me, all that show is that we gotta create more industry. You know what I'm saying? And create and control what we create. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Well, they can't necessarily censor you. You feel me? But again, if 6 companies own everything, it's kind of hard for you to find an outlet for you really to be heard on. And then, like on Nori, once you heard, then it's still gonna be some shit where they pull it, they chop it up and try to make it seem like whatever they want it to be anyway. So, yeah, man, control, create, control, and whatever order you want to do that. But I definitely think that's key.
But like we always say, we have the illusion of options. You got all these different channels, but they controlled by a few companies. You got all these different food choices, but they controlled by a few companies. You know what I'm saying? Like, so ultimately, it's like we got a whole bunch of choices, but it's really the same shit in different packaging.
And say, dog, like Problem with Caveman back, we fully packed on this thing. We need to talk about the free will choice deception paradigm. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be entertaining if nothing else. Shit. Shouts
Yeah.
out to that. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, that's one of the things me and him go back and forth on a lot, like whether or not we as human beings have free will and free choice and this and that. So to me, it is an interesting debate because their perspective or outlook on it is interesting to me because to me, looking at it through that lens, it removes all accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I was just purpose to do that. I ain't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to say I feel you, but I really don't. You
But
know what I'm
dog,
saying?
like scale that down and just parallel it to the shit you're talking about, like with the examples with the food and you know what I'm saying, the media and all that. What choice do you really have? Do you really think that you're making these choices? You know what I'm saying? you don't really have no choice. It's actually damn near all the same shit, but you know what I'm saying, a little different packaging, a little more sugar to this one, a little more salt to that one. But fuck, in essence, it's the same shit. So yeah, it'll be a pretty good one, and to get hat spell on it, that'll be interesting too in itself. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't got nothing else, though, we about to get out the door. You hear me?
Nah, you know me. I just want to tell everybody thank y'all for rocking with us. Make sure y'all hit that like button. You heard me? We appreciate all the comments. And like I always say, man, if y'all got something y'all want us to revisit or something that we should visit, hit us up. We very accessible. We on all your social media Jewish owned platforms. You
That
heard me?
right.
So shoot it at us, and we'll love to get them thoughts out on the air as well. You heard me?
Shouts out to the Alchemist, Marvel, Brindan, JP, Damia, Chantel, Paula Felton. I think I got everybody. Big
Brendan,
Chief
Juju.
Juju. Yeah, man. Carl, he was in this thing.
Yeah, we saw Carl, Big Cleve, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe next week, I think we might drop the Rob Kazi episode, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. We had the opportunity to interview the brother. It was a pretty good one. So y'all check that out. And cuz right now, the Pelicans is busting up on Brooklyn 32-14. You dig? Shouts out to the Pels. And for myself, Benjamin Ness, Ren, aka Rizzle, that boy hatchback of the ENTK Man 55. We the Rounds Podcast. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Make sure y'all bang that like button. If you're on Facebook, like it and share it. And keep it 300 with the big T.
Peace, love, and light. You did.